telling what I just may do. I've been vibing, minding my business. Throw one up if you can relate to. Said if I ain't got it, I make do. Can't be stuck waiting on a breakthrough. And I don't need everybody praying for it. Ain't no telling who you niggas pray to.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of D's Corner. I'm your host, D. We are still finishing up our draft grades. I think we got 2-3 more videos left to drop. They'll be dropping this week or probably over the weekend. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Again, like you've seen, it was a crazy draft, so I'm not going to take too long introducing the video. We're just going to bring it straight up and go straight at it. So up today we have the AFC North. It's always been a tough division to play in. For the most part, I think every team had a decent draft as well. So let's go ahead and start off. Cleveland Browns. You see, I give the Cleveland Browns a B. They didn't have a first round pick, but I think their first 2 picks should be able to come in and be immediate contributors. Zach Zinter is recovering from injury. If everything goes well with that, he should be able to be a long-term starter at guard. Michael Hall is just going to be asked to beat one-on-one blocks. When you have Zadarius Smith on one side and Myles Garrett literally taking 2 and 3 offensive linemen, all you need is a defender up the middle that's able to beat one-on-one blocks, and Hall has done that, and the kid gets to stay in Ohio. I love the pickup of Jamari Thrash, someone who should definitely be able to take the top off the defense and be able to help out with the kick return. And Nathaniel Watson should be able to come in and contribute immediately at linebacker. So overall, with the Browns not having a first round pick due to the Deshaun Watson trade and that finally being finalized and over with, I got to give Cleveland a B. They had an extremely solid draft to go along with the players that they already had on their team. This was one of the best rosters in my opinion. Probably, I would say a top 5, top 7 roster. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I give the Pittsburgh Steelers an A. It just seems like every pick is one of the culture style guys. Like he's gonna fit the city. Obviously, that starts with Fatanu out of Washington, Zach Frazier out of West Virginia. These two should definitely be able to come in and immediately contribute on this offensive line, opening up rush lanes for Jaron Warren and Najee Harris, who they declined his 5th-year option. So we'll see where that goes. But this also allows Broderick Jones, their left tackle from last year, to move over to right tackle. So you kind of just solidified your offensive line with your first 2 picks. They also got Mason McCormick later in the draft, who should be able to come in and be a depth piece, but could be able to be a spot starter as a rookie and potentially grow into a starting role. Gotta love the Wilson brothers. They're not actually brothers, but Roman Wilson, I think he pairs nicely with George Pickens. He would definitely be a solid chain mover. Definitely the guy can catch. Comes off to me as could be this generation's Hines Ward or Antoine Randall for the Steelers. And you gotta love the pickup of Peyton Wilson. This is a 4'4", 40 linebacker. He's 6'3", 230-something pounds. He's going to pair extremely nice with Patrick Queen. Now, he did have some injury concerns and a lot of injury history, which caused him to fall. But when you look at it, being able to get a guy who's always around the football and can come in and contribute, and with T.J. Watt having dealt with injuries here and there and being able, or not being able to, but missing time, Peyton Wilson is able to also slide in and disrupt off the edge and be able to be an edge rusher as well with his speed and length. So got to give the Steelers an A. This is going to be this always has been, and 2024 is not going to be anything different. This is going to be a very difficult division to win. Cincinnati Bengals, also give them a B. It seemed like their key component this offseason was ensuring Joe Burrow gets healthy and ensuring that he stays healthy. And they did that by picking Amarius Mims. He did not have a lot of starts in college, but he gets to come in and learn behind Trent Brown on the right side, who has actually played both left and right tackle, as well as Orlando Brown Jr., who's also played left and right tackle. So And these are two huge men. So even if he does have to, spot duty at guard, you're going to have three of the biggest human beings in the NFL on one offensive line. So you got to expect Burrow to be protected there. Now you lose DJ Reader, but you bring in a legacy kid here with Chris Jenkins Jr., the D tackle out of Michigan, who definitely should be able to come in and pair nicely with McKinley Jackson and get in on that defensive front rotation. Two of my favorite picks here are Josh Newton, who was seen as a potential first-round corner going into the season last year, and Jermaine Burton. Jermaine Burton is a guy who, for some reason, he always seems to get past the secondary, and he always ends up behind corner. So you still do have T. Higgins currently. You still have Jamar Chase. Now you have that third option with Jermaine Burton, which is extremely good pickup, and it's also good for Burrow because we know what Burrow is able to do when he has more weapons around him. And this should help with being able to get the ball out of his hand quicker and ensure that he does, in fact, stay healthy. But Josh Newton, I think this is a player who you're getting him later in the draft, and you're really basing the pick off the potential, because this guy, yes, he didn't play well against Colorado, but through the rest of the season, he did somewhat play up to his potential. But this is another depth piece who the kid can come in and work and definitely be able to earn some snaps. So gotta like the Cincinnati Bengals draft overall, so I give it a B. And finally, we're going with the Baltimore Ravens, who I give Baltimore an A. Baltimore really killed this draft, in my opinion, with the value and the players that they got. Nate Wiggins is a phenomenal corner. His issue was that a lot of people viewed that he was too light at 173 or 172 pounds. It was reported on draft day that he was now actually up to like 180 something. So I think he put on about 9 pounds of muscle, which is only going to benefit him and only going to get better. He's going to be able to add more as a professional, where all he has to worry about is football. Roger Rosengarten, you lose 3 offensive linemen, you get a player like Rosengarten who is able to play multitude of positions. He's versatile, and he should definitely come in and be penciled in as the starting right tackle immediately. Adisa Isaac is a good rotational player off the edge. Really love that pickup. Love Devontae Walker and TJ Tampa. Tampa had tighter hips, but he's going to come in and be your third corner. He gets to learn behind Marlon Humphrey, playing alongside Nate Wiggins. And when you look at Devontae Walker, he's a guy who has decent size but extremely blazing speed. He's going to give you the opportunity to stretch the field, which is only going to benefit Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry even the more. So you got to look at what Baltimore has going on. Baltimore is definitely in a position to repeat as division leaders, but based off just the draft, every team in this division has something to say about that. The Browns, the Steelers, as well as the Bengals. Every single team has something to say about who's going to win this division. I think this is going to be a very difficult division to win this year. It's always a bloody division. This is the somewhat SEC, if you will, of the NFL. These are 4 extremely competitive teams, 4 physical teams, 4 teams that are known for their defense, and they have plowers on the offensive side as well, especially in the running back room. So I really like what the NFC North looks like this year. I think it's going to be a tough division. So again, stay tuned for the next 2 videos. The AFC West and the AFC East, I believe, are up next. Again, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And with that being said, you guys have a good one.
I'm the top dog in the league, homie. Yeah. Let's speak on it, a stretch for anybody to reach on me. Just breathe on it, don't tell them. They gotta know it's me on it. Won't kick it on me and go for 3 on you. You couldn't guard me with the cleanest armor. I got it covered, these corners.